Oh!
Kusnia Beaver.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Hello. Thank you. Thank you for the sub straight away. Passig, thanks so much. 10 months. Thank you, thank you. And hello, Storm Stars. All right. Having a quick coffee. Thinking we might open 3 gems real quick. They're fairly cheap. So let's go. Got 3 sage gems. And other than that, we're going to hunt some were-tigers today. Let me get some more. How many potions do we need? Not too many more. Maybe like this. And go open the sage gems and off we go to were-tigers. Got tier 1 revelation perk available. Got tier 1 Lord of Destruction. Not that it's so amazing, but we got it. Got the 250 points. The +1 point from the weekly deliveries this week helped. I'm able to get 1 more point right here. And yeah, we got 250 points now. Lovely. Now let's do a very quick gamba. Very quick gamba on the 3 gems. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a flat HP. Hello, Gaines. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm feeling a flat HP gem right here with those 3 openings. So let's go. Number 1, HP and Earth resistance. Not too bad. Fuck yes. I knew it. I had a feeling, dude. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. I had a feeling it was coming. That's why we opened 3. Well, there we go. There's a streamer client activated. We got 1 more. So what the fuck? Let's go 1 more. All right, mana and ice res. Not too bad, but you know, there's HP 1. We take this one. Now where do I stick it though? I kind of need to. I want to rotate it to this one. Would be good to have another one for all my wheels, but this is my most common wheel, so let's go here and switch it to here. And place and apply. There we go. 75 HP, no, 100 HP, right, is the gem. How much is it again? Yes, 100 HP. Nice. No upgrading it, though. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Have you tried that Kikoman already? No, Bruno, and I'm not going to try it all that soon. I need to go through my already opened soy sauce. Then I'm going to try the Kikoman. Relax, Bruno, okay? We'll get there. Is it worth the EXP on Lich Hell as 75 MS? I don't think so. I didn't try Lich Hell. I struggled to see how it would ever be a good respawn considering the bad layout. I mean, you can probably hunt there. I think it's going to be very far from the optimal hunting ground, though. Still abusing barrier? Stop it, Veneto. Stop it. Did you throw keyboard on the floor to hit it with your toes? I haven't, but I was that you? Was that you who said it on the Discord that you do that? Second keyboard on the floor? A lovely stuff. It was you. Yes, it was you. I got that HP. Very, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, this HP gem has come in clutch. But I am still abusing barrier indeed. Had the record 15 buffer procs just yesterday. Just yesterday had 15 buffer procs and not a single death. All right. Hey, yo, psych. Yo, because I was thinking about a perk mod on my paladin. I have rolled a 1% Ethereal Barrage. Max Pro. I don't know what max. It says max on there. Is it 8% crit chance for the... well, the thing is, for Ethereal Barrage, because you have so much crit chance already from other sources, you should actually go for crit damage in the perk. The Ethereal Barrage crit damage is the one you want to go for. But yes, you could theoretically have very high crit chance. 6 mana and 1 HP. It's actually 8 mana now. 8 mana is the multiplier. Unless you're talking about the when I had 6 mana yesterday. Far finger my keyboard enough. My hands can't imagine doing it with toes. I think he said that he only has 4 buttons on the keyboard under his feet, so it's kind of hard to mess it up, you know. I love buffer. I really do love buffer. Will you expand on weapons or will it be only top? No, I'm just going to do the top ones. I'm not going to cover everything. Like it on. I'm going to cover all the weapons that I believe are worthy of even bothering with their proficiency reroll. If your weapon is not there, just don't even waste 250 dust. That's how I see it. Feed camera incoming. Nope. Too many weirdos out there, dude. All right. Where are we? Interesting song. Okay. Get this on. Get the prismatic on. All right. We're going Were Tigers -2. I have a gold Were Tiger bounty, which I want to do. There'll be 3 million experience for me, which is like almost a whole level for me, which is great. And I have a Cunning Were Panther EXP Prey waiting for me as well. And some boosteronies. So yeah, we go in EXP to EXP Town today. I don't need to test anything else. I've tested all the places I wanted. Now we can just EXP here. No feat is not a sustainable business idea. I'm doing all right. If I really, hit upon hard times at some point in the future, maybe that feat cam will come into play. But for now, I'm all right. I don't need to. I'm saving that one in my back pocket for desperate times. All right. Let's go. This is a fairly difficult respawn. I actually died here even through buffer like 3-4 days ago. So definitely got to respect it. Those white Were Tigers, it's all variable respawn. So if you just happen to get unlucky and get a bunch of white Were Tigers on top of you, not so nice on a 280 sorcerer. In fact, I was even 269 at that point, I think. Something like that. I was pretty low. Picked up a few levels since then, so hopefully it's going to be a little safer. Would benefit from an energy protection imbue, but I'm keeping the ice one for Winter Court. Hey up, Tiger. Use a proficiency shape for the first time in my Lion one, and it changed the 20 life per hit to 1 critical hit on Death Beam. I mean, it's better. I'm not sure if you got lucky exactly, but yeah, it is better. Except on the Lion one, you want to reroll the first perk, which is the life on hits. I don't know what you rerolled exactly. What is the best spot for 75 MS? I believe until 80, it's Ancient Scarabs and Middle Spike. I mean, it's all on Tibia, pal. That section is fully updated now, so you can just check out Tibia Pal hunting Sorcerer, and you've got all your answers there. Get a spirit guide. You know what? I hate how many items there are on mages, and I kind of refuse to get all of these different items because, you know, you're going to have like 6 items for each protection, and I can't be bothered. So I'm just going to live with it, you know, 6% energy, whatever. I can manage. If I die, I die. I'd rather die than have to get all of these different item pieces. Lion Spellbook is quite solid here anyways. Yeah, there is some ice damage here. So it's all good. Does Spirit Guide even have a physical protection? Or is it just energy protection? I can't remember. Yeah, so no, it's not even going to be better than this then, is it? Chat. Swear to God. Killing the monk wasn't enough. Sorry, Tiger. A bounty trumps loyalty. I'm sorry. Hello, sir. I'm starting my journey as a paladin, 20 level, 107 distance. Are your tutorials videos on YouTube from last year still relevant in terms of leveling and gear? I think in terms of gear, definitely. In terms of leveling, you may want to check out Tibia Pal. The values there are updated for that level range. I have it updated until level 90, but I haven't yet tested past level 90 on a paladin. But the gear stuff's going to be still relevant, yeah. How is the mood after Argentina loss? Good. I'm happy. I mean, going into the final, I actually didn't care a whole lot. I didn't really have much of a preference, maybe a slight preference for Spain, considering, you know, I'm from Europe. But throughout the game, you know, it was pretty clear to me that if Argentina won, it would be a real travesty and a very, very unfair. Considering how they played and stuff. So you know, throughout the game, I really did not want Argentina to win anymore. So I was happy in the end when Spain won. Fireworks all night in Barcelona. I bet. Maybe one day we'll have that in Warsaw. When Poland wins the World Cup. Maybe in 4 years. Surely. It's coming to Warsaw. Happy Monday to you. Thank you. And hello. There will be no nerfs tomorrow. Don't worry. You're all tripping. It's too soon anyways for any more nerfs, even if there are going to be some more. Couldn't come back home because buses were overcrowded. Damn. Were you out at like a game viewing or something? Or just doing something else? Kino. All right. So yeah, it looks like we're doing about 4K raw. Hello, which is more or less expected here. I think when I came here a few days ago before I died, I was doing like 4.2 or something. But yeah, it's definitely a nice little respawn too for this level range. Quite difficult, I suppose. They do hit quite a lot. But with the bounty and the prey, it's giga value. Afterwards, once we finish hunting here, I don't know exactly when that's going to be. I would like to do access to Ixupan, deeper Ixupan. We'll see if we get through that access to Ixupan Last Stand and Occupied Sanctuary. Although it usually takes quite a while to loot all the items, so I'm not sure if we will be able to go through it all. Maybe we can hunt a bit in Last Stand just to see what that's like. Where Firefork? Oh, mate, I wish. I was playing a bit of my low-level Paladin and Druid this morning doing like the weekly deliveries, and oh god, it feels so smooth, dude. Oh god, it's so different going to Sorcerer. Like whenever I do my weeklies on like the Paladin every Monday, I'm like, oh god, I can't wait. I can't wait to go to Paladin, dude. This is why Sorcerer shouldn't be nerfed. In my totally unbiased opinion. Massive EK nerf incoming. I don't know. Who would cry the hardest from nerfs tomorrow? If every vocation was nerfed tomorrow, same amount, more or less, who would cry the hardest? Who would think they've been done the dirtiest? Probably Paladins. Monk? Ah, yeah. Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, if monks were nerfed, they would cry indeed. Maybe apart from the monk, because monk is a special case, and monk's probably not getting nerfed. Out of the other 4 vocations, though, I think sorcerer would probably cry the least. I feel like sorcerers are probably the most sort of in line with expectations and understanding the power level. I feel like if a lot of sorcerers, if they got nerfed a bit, they'd be like, well, expected. But I feel like EK's druids or paladins would all throw a big hissy fit if they got nerfed. Anyway, I really do not think there's anything happening tomorrow. It's not been long enough. You know, if Monk gave us a pretty good indication of what Tipsoft may do when it comes to like nerfing OP vocations. And it's, you know, usually 4 to 6 weeks between rounds of nerfs, sometimes even longer, so I think everybody's safe for now. I died in this room, by the way, when I died here a few days ago. I moved back to a UE and got in range of like 6 creatures at once, and then it was GG. Just comboed. I got too greedy with the UE, wanted to hit too many creatures. Yeah, I do think EK would be very unhappy. Like, imagine if the nerf tomorrow was just like EK's getting another 5% taken away from Utsito. Instead of 25%, it's now only 20%. Oh. Oh, God. It would be quite something. Imagine them being able to rationalize that nerf. Bro, they can rationalize anything. Don't expect the expected decisions from Tip when it comes to balancing. They throw darts at a dartboard, and that's how they decide what needs to be hit. Curious how the process actually looks like. Well, they don't play the game, so they probably just have metrics, right? They have metrics such as like average experience gain per level, per spot, and top experience gain per level, per spot, to get anomalies as well. And I'm sure they have some data scientists who look at this data and draw conclusions. I imagine it's something like that. They could hit the bullseye, bullseye of buff all everything. Yeah, the dartboard only has nerfs on it, I'm afraid. Doesn't have buffs on there, so no. Would you like to be the data analyst? Nope. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I wouldn't mind working at Tipsoft as some sort of contractor / tester on a part-time basis remotely, but they don't do stuff like that, so no. $400 EK should be okay to EXP on Nagas? Yeah, these days, yeah. Definitely. EK's broken so you can kill all mobs. I think they do a little bit more analysis than that. I hope. $15 minutes, 74 were tigers, 75. So we're doing about 300 were tigers per hour. Whilst I need about 400 for the bounty, so I guess we'll be here for about 1 hour, 20 minutes. That's a little longer than I was hoping for, but whatever. Experience is good. Profit is good. Bounty's going. Now we're basically on a grind to like level 300 or so. Technically, because I have a bunch of places that I technically have listed for trying at level 300. But that's basically because I need beam mastery for it. Although I do kind of have it now because, you have this extra 17 points, 16 points from the quest. So I guess I could record level 300 spots already. But, right now we are basically just kind of grinding experience. I think I need about 30 days to get to level 400. And at that point, this character will be finished. So, yeah, towards like the 20th of August or so. I expect this character to be going for early retirement. Minimum level for the monk at this respawn, 250 with Cobra Bow. You can do it. If you've got, you know, fairly good management of creatures and don't get yourself boxed accidentally. You know, maybe like 300 if you're not, you know, that good. I guess it's up to you to answer that. Managed to get 1% base damage boost on my spender from a perk, which scales up to 3%. Do you think it's a good perk? Nope. You can check out the website for what I think are good perks. People have random numbers, come up with, you know, good options. I don't have much on the EK there yet. Well, I have the perks, but I don't have yet the EK weapons filled out. That's like the last one that still needs a fair amount of work. It's just because EK has so many damn weapons. It's like 3 vocations in one. It's very annoying. 250 monk video at Where Tigers 3.4 KK raw. Isn't that one from Where Tigers -1? Tiger? That is post nerf and -1, I believe. Yeah. So that's irrelevant. I was doing like 3.6, 3.7, and -1. And you know, these are creatures weak to fire, so kind of perfect, right? Ring. Oh yeah. Thank you. You were ahead of me, Mashu. I saw like 3 seconds. Very good. Is this better than Bookworld for Monk at 250? Hello? I'm assuming he's doing a quest. Is this better than Bookworld for a Monk at 250? I think it's similar. I think it's similar because, yeah, Bookworld's like 3.5 or something. All right, the EXP is going to drop a bit with this guy running through, but you know, if he's doing a quest, then he's doing a quest, whatever. It's similar. I think it's kind of more fun, though, than Bookworld. I quite like hunting here on the Monk as well. You know, do bestiary and leave, though, for all of these places. Your question about your suggestion for Crypt Strike perk. The Crypt Strike perks to change, I'm not super sure about. I asked for some feedback on that one on my Discord. I am not entirely sure about the value of the Crypt Strike perks. I think well, the 15% armor penetration, I wasn't sure. I was looking at it and I wasn't sure. I was looking at armor values of some creatures, and I think it's close, but I actually need to plug the numbers into a calculator or something. I was honestly I wasn't sure. If you come back in a few days, I will have run the numbers and then it'll be definitely relevant. I'm still working on that tool. I've literally created it yesterday. Still trying to figure out some numbers and stuff. 110 EK. What charm first? If you have high skills, just keep saving for low blow and savage blow. Those are your best perks on the EK. For solo especially. Expensive, but yeah, save for them. Is it possible to transfer for 750 TCN back from after double? Yep, yes, you can, yeah. But it will be more expensive, yes. Oh, you want to transfer to Monza for the double? Yes, you can do that. You can do that. When should I go for runes tier 3? I assume you mean charms, and honestly, that's a very, very high level consideration. I think tier 3 charms is something you really look into if you like hunting primal endgame on like a level 1.5k or something. And you're always hunting the same shit. Then you get the perfect T3 charms. But otherwise, I wouldn't bother. I'd rather have more options for having more charms. Although it should be a little bit easier these days with the wardens, right? A lot more charm points to be gained. Yes, I'm Polish. 15% armor pen means the monster has 80 armor, I hit 12 more damage for every hit, and that's it, right? Yes. Yes. And then you know, the one which is like a percentage of your fist as damage for spells, you probably have like 150 fist or something, right? Maybe even more with like Virtue of Justice, and 8% of that is about the same. But you know, it kind of works regardless of how much armor someone has, right? So yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't actually sure on average what's going to be the best perk on Crypt Strike to remove, if any. Because actually, I don't even know if if it's actually worth to remove anything on Crypt Strike. The proficiency of Crypt Strike is pretty good. So I actually, yeah, the Crypt Strike I wasn't sure about. So for Among Us, the best raise base damage for chain? No. Percentage of damage for spells. Percentage of fist as damage for spells is the best one for Monk. If you can get that one, you should probably just fish for that one in every weapon and just get that. The question is which perks to remove. In Crypt Strike, yeah, I'm not sure if you actually remove any. Is it possible? Yeah, with Tom's calculator, it is. Yeah, it will be dependent on you know, creatures and how many things you hit and stuff. But if you go on Tibia Tools website for the damage calculator, you plug everything in, it will be able to tell you. Got an Echo with a Warden, and that Warden became another Echo, which was another Warden? Really? That is crazy, Rogue Fart. Hello. That is some Inception shit. In one, you go for base damage on Energy Wave with a reroll of Proficiency. Nope. Check the tool, please. Riviera CS. Thank you. Thank you, Riviera. Thank you for the Prime sub. Thanks so much. Level every 25 minutes. Very nice. Another one. Boost in... Ooh, 2 minutes of boost. Got to remember to roll the boost in a second. EK Grip weapons have a +1 skill on the first perk, so that's an easy one. Yep. +1 skill is an easy one. I just need to actually look at it and do it, you know. It's just damn EKs. I removed Omega Strike on my Crypt Strike, the extra damage to targets. Yeah, that is one of my suggested ones to remove as well. But that's not like because you want to keep the undead one, maybe. Yeah, Crypt Strike is tough. But yeah, I actually think the Omega one is one of the ones I would remove. And then either the 1 attack or the 15% armor pen. But I don't actually even know if you really want to necessarily. Yeah, Crypt Strike is tricky because the proficiency of Crypt Strike is pretty damn good in every column. So I don't actually know if it's always worth to remove something, you know. Poacher alternative spot to mini world change. Well, you've got the one in Port Hope, the other mini world change potentially, where the little boss spawns, if that's active. Other than that, just wait for the mini world change to be active, because no, there is nowhere good. Alpha Strike is the worst one, I guess. Well, it all depends on how you play, right? Omega Strike is the worst one if you're a team hunter. No, Omega Strike is the worst one if you're a solo hunter. Alpha Strike is the worst one if you're a team hunter, right? So it will depend on who you are, I suppose. Out of cap already. God damn. Do I refill? What weighs so much here? This shitty knight armors. I don't want the knight armors. Let's get rid of them. Too heavy, dude. There we go. Now we have cap. And boost on, and let's keep going. On which level you're going to switch to your main sorcerer? Just past 400. I'm going to reach level 400 on this one. Record everything that is for level 400, you know, probably like 10 spots. And then switch to the main sorcerer. So this guy will end up being like level 405 or something when I'm finished with him. Probably around a month from now. Level 400 is 1,050 million experience. So I'm approximately 700 million short. At, you know, 25 million experience per day, give or take. It's about 30 days. Assuming I don't die too much and stuff like that. Although the experience rate may also increase, you know, as I get closer to level 400, I'll be more powerful and stuff. We'll see. Maybe there'll be like a day when some good monster's boosted, right, and I get shitload of experience and that'll speed me up. We'll see. But yeah, I think about another month on this character. Okay, so maybe for Crypt Strike and the proficiency for the removal, I can say, you know, remove Omega if you're a solo hunter, remove Alpha Strike if you're a team hunter. What about Broken Monk video? Yes, I mean it takes time. I have a lot of stuff to do. I'm gonna make the video this weekend. I'm planning to make the script and maybe record it this coming weekend, and it'll probably be published the weekend after. So like in about 2 weeks, the video will be published. I'm a busy man, okay? Yeah, because a couple days ago we talked about the Corsair Scimitar. Am I swearing quickly? Yep. I just got the Scimitar Elite SE wireless, and this thing is completely different from the wired version. I think they changed the button switches. Okay. I usually tend to stay away from wireless peripherals. I just always have this fear of them just stopping working on me while I'm playing. Maybe a little silly, but I've avoided wireless stuff my whole life. So you think it's gonna work better then? Well, you keep me posted if you... It also works wired. Okay, so you can still connect it wired, but you can have it wireless with the dongle if you want. Okay, so you think it feels more solid then? You think it's gonna last you a longer time? Proficiency certifications for EK is not done yet. Yep, EK is not done yet. EK is the one that's the least done. It's still a work in progress. Yeah, the EK stuff I need to take a look at. Probably do it this evening. Damn EKs with their many weapons. Haven't handwritten something in years? Yep, me neither. Well, I don't know, signatures right now and then. But yes, I don't really write at all anymore. Do you use foot pedals? Nope. With young kids, it would be a total nightmare having a foot pedal, I think. They would break it in like 1 week. I miraculously managed to keep him away from my computer and keyboard and stuff, but I think a foot pedal would be impossible to keep him away from. My dog likes to use potions for me by playing on it. That must be an automated software. Try explaining Tipsoft. Try to explain to Tipsoft support that your dog was laying on your keyboard, which is why you're acting like a bot. See how that works. See how that works for you. Which boots are these? Alchemist boots. 2% physical protection. Wish the stash remembered my sorting method. Yep, that would be a nice quality of life. Often when I'm like jumping between stash/cyclopedia to check the prices of stuff over like the market, yes. Sure would be nice. Sure would be nice to remember your sorting. You know, reset it maybe on like log out, but throughout being logged in, it would be nice if it remembered indeed. Dzięki, Bombel. You don't have bounty talisman on. Oh my word, you're right, because I never do bounties here. I forget. It's not that important because I've barely got any bonuses here. Let me check. I don't know if it's probably still worth. It's still better than the 2% energy protection, I guess. But yeah, I don't have many bonuses on this character. But yeah, very good point. Let's have a quick check. I have 4% damage, 2.5% life lead, 3% loot, 7% bestiary. So yeah, it's not very much, but I guess it's still better, yeah. Educational streamer. Is that what I advertise myself as? I don't think so. Everyone can make a mistake. What is a bounty talisman? Oh boy. It's something that you equip in your trinket slot when you're doing bounties to get certain bonuses against your active bounty creature. How are your weekly quests? You rolled nice or hurtful ones? I always roll beginner, so it's always easy. I didn't even really check too much, to be honest. Because I know I have full stamina and boosts to burn, so I'm not going to be doing it until at the very least tonight. Maybe we'll do it tonight I only do my on a character that I'm playing actively. I only do weeklies on orange stamina. So I'll have to get to orange stamina at some point this week, and then I'll do them. Then I've got to do them on my paladin at some point as well, because I like them on paladin. I think the paladin is likely going to be my like forever character. Hit 1k on him, I'm sure, just like on the monk. Surely this is going to be the one. The Paladin. Does leaving and re-entering recovery zone reset the 10-minute timer to start stamina regen? Stamina regen, there's not a 10-minute timer to start stamina regen. Stamina regen starts is on a per second basis, not like a per minute basis. So like stamina regen is recovering straight away as soon as you enter a resting zone. And it remembers the seconds. So you might have like, half a minute recovered. And then you'll only need to be in a resting zone for like 3 minutes to get 1 minute of green stamina. It remembers the seconds. It's just not shown. And it starts recovering straight away. Yes, you're mixing it with the offline training where you need to wait 10 minutes before it starts working. But there's no such thing on the stamina regen. Are you a member of Dominando? Nope. I am a neutral through and through. In fact, I don't join guilds at all because I want to stay as neutral as possible and not get involved in any dramas, etc., etc. So I'm a lone wolf. Doesn't mean I don't have friends in usually in some of like the biggest guilds on each server, but I try and formally stay away from being a member of any guilds and stuff. I don't know about when you log out, but I don't know. I don't know about that Italian, but in game you can definitely step in and out of the resting zone, and you can like immediately recover 1 minute of stamina after a few seconds of being in a resting zone, if the seconds internally were aligned. I've tested it. I don't know about when you log out if there's an internal timer for when stamina starts. I never checked that one. The streams and gameplay overall turned me to return to Tibia, and I've chosen MS this time, so I am on my way to create my permanent character. Okay, awesome. I hope that works out for you. Cool to hear. Quite refreshing gameplay compared to 7.6. I don't know. 7.6 gameplay was pretty fire. Get that BP of HMM and go kill them Hydras with a couple demon skeleton summons. I don't know. It's pretty good gameplay. I don't think it randoms here. I've had people run the numbers and inform me of the values, people whom I trust. So I'm not going to be able to tell you any more than that. See ya. It's not just me pulling it out my ass. It's people who are total maths nerds and number geeks running the simulations and the numbers and coming out with the right answer. And I trust them. That's all. Bro, are you Polish by any chance? Yep, I'm Polish. Is this place now easy huntable for a level 300 MS? I don't know about easy huntable. Like you need to have prismatic ring, definitely, and you need to still be fairly careful. I mean, I've been hunting here for 40 minutes now, and those of you who watch my streams know I love a good buffer proc, and we haven't even had a single one, so it's clearly not that difficult. It's all right, but that's not to say that if you get a little bit distracted, you can very easily die here, of course. Still, they do hit pretty hard, but it's definitely manageable, as you can see. Is there a Discord thread where they show the numbers? I'd love to check that out. Not sure. The person you'd probably want to check with, who I took most of this stuff from, is Samu. Oh, what's his name? Samu Hyaha. Oh god, I don't remember his full name. He's a streamer himself. He has a stream as well, and he's a big numbers guy. Samu Hyaha. There you go. That's the one. He's the one you might want to bounce your ideas off of if you think you have an alternative. I'm sure he'll be happy to talk to you. You need to wait 10 minutes before stamina will regenerate when you log off, and this info is in the in-game client. Okay, so it's the logging off 10 minutes, but it doesn't happen in the resting zone. So the question was around the resting zones. On the resting zones, you definitely don't need to wait 10 minutes. The resting zones will start working straight away. They just internally keep a clock of seconds as well. But apparently when you log off, you need to wait 10 minutes before stamina starts recovering. That's kind of shitty. So I guess like relogging all the time and stuff makes you waste a bunch of stamina, even if you don't kill anything. What is the worst perk on Sanguine Claws? +1 fist, yeah. Indeed, that would be the first one to get rid of. It's also in the tool, if you check it out. MS is too strong, they're going to rebalance it. It's already been rebalanced. Do you mean unbuff it? Is it going to get unbuffed? Would you leave Tibia for another MMORPG if it was your game, your dream game? Well, so the thing is, at this point, Tibia, is able to generate a fair amount of money for me, which, helps me in my life, in securing my children's future, etc., etc. So I would be unlikely to leave Tibia.
Hello, Mr. Kisnir. I was doing some music now. Do you mind if I play some?
Hello, Kai. Lovely.
Oh non FFL.
Lovely. You have a career in music, in being an artist for sure. Anyway, answering the question. Yeah, so I would like to play other MMOs, sure. I think if I had to describe my dream MMO, I'm thinking a shooter, maybe some like cool guns. And maybe some like scary enemies. Like I'm thinking zombies, maybe, and like some progression with the different types of weapons that you could have. I don't know. That sounds sounds like a good MMO to me. I hear Tipsoft is working on something quite similar, so may check that out. Echo, by the way, we've got Echo. Let's pocket. Go. What we get? Regular Cunning Web Panther. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I would definitely play other MMOs. But to leave Tibia and play them permanently is very, very unlikely. Unless I somehow manage to also gain a big ass audience in there. Bigger than I have in Tibia. That would generate a lot more money than Tibia. But even so, I would still probably play Tibia because, too many memories. And is Tibia my main source of income? No. Tibia is just like a nice hobby that for a hobby, generates a good amount of income for me. But it's not my main job or anything. No, I have a full-time job. And Tibia is just a hobby ultimately. RuneScape. No, the two MMOs that I will definitely play a lot. The first one is unironically Persist Online, Tipsoft's zombie shooter MMO. When that comes out, I'll definitely play it for like minimum 1-2 months, probably maybe even more than that, and probably stream that a bit. I hope it's successful. I hope it takes off. And the other MMO that I would definitely play as well is League of Legends MMO. If that ever comes out, sounds like it's stuck in like eternal development hell, so I don't have like crazy high hopes for it. But if that came out, I would definitely play that quite a lot as well. Guild Wars 3. I've never played Guild Wars, so I guess I have no real attachment to the Guild Wars series, so no, I probably won't be playing that. Persist Online. Persist Online is out just when we're about to test the monk. Could happen, Tiger. It could. I finished the first 4 vocations and it's time for the monk, but oh well. It's Persist Online time, baby. Hello. Hello. Bro, do you have an advice for me? I am solo play. I recently got kicked out of my guild for lacking social skills, and I feel hurt. Kai, is that Kai on his alt? Well, Mohammed, what can I say? What the hell do you want me to do? I'm not a therapist. I'm not a sociologist. I suggest you work on your social skills and reflect on why people don't want you in the guild. Jesus. So it wasn't Kai. No, it was not Kai. It just sounded like something that would happen to Kai, you know? You get no benefit for being in a guild except the socializing part. Why be in a guild? Yep. You don't. I don't know. I guess it's server dependent, right? How easy it is to play without a guild. If you play on a nice server with no dominando, it's perfectly fine being without a guild and finding people for quests and stuff. But maybe I'm talking from my privileged GBE European non-PvP position. Tibian therapist. Oh God, no. I'm not patient enough to to be a therapist. And I don't like people very much, so again, not very suited to being a therapist. Is Secure okay to start a new journey from level 8? It wouldn't be my first choice. I guess it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for a vibrant community, boss hunting, getting KS'd, if that sounds like your jam, then yeah, Secure is great. What server would I recommend for solo leveling to just start from scratch? I would recommend one of the less populated Green Battle Eye. I would recommend something like Dia, Kalanta. Yeah, Dia, Kalanta, maybe Carmea. 3 optional PvP Green Battle Eye servers with an okay community, but not crazy. I would wholeheartedly stay away from Sakura. And Nevia as well. Stop advertising Kalanta. Look, I'm gonna be going to Sanira or Bravoria soon, so I want everybody to come to Kalanta, so that when I'm gone, they're all here, you know. And listen, if I keep advertising Kalanta, I'm gonna prevent you from getting merged with someone else. So maybe there'll be a few more people on Kalanta, but at least you're not gonna get merged with some other server. So there you go. You know. I can promote Premier. I'm not gonna do that. The nerf is very hard on the druid. Bro, come on. It was like 10% damage. It's not very hard on druid. I love Secura. To me, the more people, the more alive the game feels. Yep, it's all about what's important to you. If, you know, a big community, lots of personalities, lots of, you know, things to do, by all means, Secura, Antica, Nevia do have that. If you are more interested in a peaceful experience, then I would stay away. Go to Bravoria. Actually, it's not Bravoria. I'll be transferring to Sunira on my Paladin. When I finish, my sorcerers are on Kalanta, so I'm staying on Kalanta whilst my sorcerers are, you know, kicking. Once I'm done with the sorcerers, I'll be going on my paladins. And yeah, right now the plan is to go to Sanira with the paladins. Once I have all the quest accesses and stuff. Is Paladin legit for a solo journey? Yep, definitely. Much better than it's ever been for early game, in fact. The rebalance has made Paladin very, very nice early game. People are very toxic in this game. I think you'll find people are pretty toxic in all MMOs and all online games when their results and their time depends on you. Then yes, people aren't going to be very tolerant if you slow them down or make them have a bad experience. And I don't mean just experience in terms of experience per hour, but just an overall experience and enjoyment of the game. Leeching off Nevia on Paladin 2. Yep. I'll use Nevia for what it's good for. Do all my quests over there, get all my accesses, and then I'll be like, see you later. Or rather not. See you not later. Bye-bye. Farewell, Nevia. First missed wave in 55 minutes. It's not bad. I think we'll do a quick refill after this. I feel like I've gone pretty unlucky with the Were-Tiger density. When I was here testing a few days ago, I was doing 400 per hour, and now we're on like 250 per hour. Unlucky. Is that what I'm doing, Tiger, you think? Yes, in fact, yes, that is what I'm doing. I'm missing on purpose. I'm missing on purpose, guys. I promise. Trust. I'm not actually an idiot. I'm missing on purpose to make the MS look balanced. Indeed, indeed. Tiger's on to me. Oh, looks like we need to get some more backpacks for loot. I have no more space in my backpacks. All right. Let's do a quick refill. There should be an echo in here, by the way, now that I think of it. There should be an echo. I'm going to run through -1 after we come back. I think there should be an echo. MS is OP here. OP here. I'm doing 4.1 KK roll on my 405 RP. Maybe you just need to play better. MS is fine, bro. It's fine. And in fact, I was doing about 4.2, 4.3 off stream. So clearly it's fine. No echo at all. There should be one between -1 and -2. And that's my point. I was on -2 and I didn't see any echo there. So I think there's probably one on -1. I'm going to have a quick check. Not using Oscar at DP cringe. Don't you need to have the quest done? You need to have the quest now. You think I've got Oscar quest done, bro, on this shitty character? Yo, Kujin, what do you think? What percent of the highest skill is extra damage for spells is best for all vocation? Yes. Paladin has some more considerations for like crossbows and stuff, but generally, yes. If you go for percentage of combat skill as damage, you're going to have a good time on everybody. Why do you think? Oh, was the question, why do I think it's best? Because people run the numbers and it is. I mean, that's all. People have run the numbers and it's the best one. Did you know they can hear echo sounds if it's one floor below you? I did not. I should probably enable the sound then. All right, let's do a run through -1 because yeah, I do think there should be an echo somewhere here. And I don't know if I have any wardens yet here. I think I don't. Maybe the Panther I have on warden. I'm not sure. There is one room on -2 that I'm not checking as well that I could double check. I'm not going deep enough to see the echo. All right. Maybe connected with Red Crocodiles? I don't think so. I think it is. I think there is always one here. Let's just have a run through. $126 dist is okay. Yep. It's pretty okay. It's all right. Okay, I actually don't think it is on here. Unless I somehow messed up and didn't see it. I think I've checked everywhere. Let me check the room on -2. There was that guy who was doing the quest though. Maybe he got it. Because it could have been. Oh, I don't have the quest. It could be the where tigers in here, right? In this far north room. Nah, fuck it. It doesn't matter. What proficiency are you looking for? Is 145 axe acceptable? With Otito, yeah. If you've got that with Otito, then it's pretty good. I was hunting Norks one day and I heard echo sounds, but couldn't see it. I went floor below and it was there. Interesting. Interesting. That is good to know. That is a good argument for having the sounds enabled. All right. Let's finish this. Let's finish this bounty. Hopefully, we'll be a little bit quicker now. I'm starting to think we may not be able to do much else because it's taking longer than I expected. It is the curse of a variable respawn, unfortunately. You know what? Let's reset the analyzer. Should we No, fuck it. Let's keep it. I guess I can check the experience per hour on the EXP analyzer after 15 minutes. Yeah, it could also be in this room just to the north of here. Could be hidden up there. Because I don't really go into this room. I just wait for the monsters to come out. So let me just peek in there real quick and see. Yep, here it is. So it was here all along. All right, let's kill off everything and then kill the Echo. Influenced were-tigers. All right, well, that's 2, 5, 3, and 3. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to help with the bounty. And I guess around 4 o'clock, I can do another run through looking for an Echo because it should respawn somewhere in here. No 8 white were-tiger gangbang. Yeah, that would have been that's probably the hardest thing that could be. I'm wondering if the warden from white were-tiger would be harder than 8 of them. Maybe both would be pretty hard for me. Any expectations on balance adjustments? Nope, I don't think so. I think it's too soon. I was thinking about crit chance, crit damage for chain penance. No, I don't think so. Someone run the maths, yeah. For monk, it's pretty cut and dry. It's that one. That one's best. For other vocations, there are some like alternatives, but for the monk, you definitely want the percentage of fist. Do you think armor penetration is good on RP to change proficiency on sanguine bow? No, it's not. It's not better than the ones that are suggested to be the best ones. I mean, armor penetration is overall a pretty good perk. It's not the best one though, and only really works for ethereal barrage builds. Anyways, definitely not good enough on holy builds. What level is this character base? I think it's 96. Which perk would be desirable to change in the Lion Wand? Check the damn tool! Oh my god, it's in the title of the stream. How many times? Please. Oh. It's all right. It's just... That's exactly why I created it. Because, honestly, it's understandable. People want to know.
Do you think I should go Virtue of Druid or Virtue of Paladin when choosing to reroll from a monk?
I think Virtue of Paladin. It's always a safe choice. Paladin's always going to be good. Paladin's always going to be good, friend. Yes, the Crypt Strike Veneto, I'm not sure about. That was already discussed. That one I just guessed. I stuck it in the Discord and asked for the wisdom of the crowd. That one I'm not sure about. I don't even know if you really want to reroll anything on the Crypt Strike. No, for Sanguine Claws, it's definitely the first two. Because the second one is just 6% crit damage, right? Oh, shit, I wouldn't put my neck on the line, but I think it is first and second one for Sanguine Claws. What do I think is the best perk for Rending Inferniarch Claws? No. Is it 4% crit damage? Oh, so it's even worse then. Yeah, I would roll the 4% crit damage off. Except I'd roll the worst mod in there, not the 4% crit damage in case you roll something bad, but yeah. Jungle Rod is good. Yeah, it's Nemeria. That's a fair point. Jungle 1 should get added, yeah. Jungle Rod should get added. And Deepling Fork, is that the first one that has a crit imbue now? Yeah, okay. I'll try to remember that, thanks. Yeah, that's a fair point. No damage formula. Remember the cries after -2 attack reduction? Yeah, it was just across the board, though, everywhere, you know? I don't know. I still think it was... Yeah, I know, Veneto, I know. But now we have a calculator and people can run the numbers and realize it's actually not quite so crazy. But the thing is, the -2 attack nerf, I think, was with something else, no? What was it, like Harmony that was nerfed alongside it, maybe? It's kind of hard to decouple the nerfs and know what exactly it is that you're feeling, you know, the weakness. Harmony base. So maybe it was the Harmony base that people were feeling more, you know? I don't know. Ooh, weekly task done. There we go. To attack definitely adds up. Of course it adds up. Of course it adds up, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the proficiency perks are usually pretty small improvements, you know? Like, you'll have a perk that gives you, you know, 0.7% damage. And, you know, if you reroll and get the perfect perk, you know, maybe and upgrade it, then the perfect perk maybe gives you 1% damage. So still, you know, it's going to be like a tiny improvement, but, you know, still is an improvement if you keep rolling for it. But, you know, 2 attack, if that's, you know, almost like 1.5 or 2% damage, just like that, then, you know, of course that's significant. I decided to sell my ED and play an EK. Fork is literally the same as EK in my point of view. Same targets. The only difference is that with Druid, I cannot watch a movie while hunting. So you played Druid and you thought, shit's too hard, bro. I need to go easier mode and I'm going EK. That's what it sounds like. Bro, I think maybe this game not for you. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. I mean, I can't be too confident about the playstyles because I haven't yet properly played them since the rebalance. I feel like you can watch a movie with Druid. Maybe I suppose with the Druid you have to move more, right? The rotation is very brain dead and the targeting is very brain dead, but you still kind of want to move and keep your eyes on the screen to move. I can see that with the EK, you get in the box and you can look over to the side and not give a crap at all, right? Yeah, maybe for watching a movie, EK is even better than a Druid. Can you really watch movies while playing a knight? Well, Depends how much you care about getting perfect experience, right? If you want to play optimally, probably not. If you don't mind getting 70% of the maximum XP, you probably don't care too much. What is this music? I went for some sort of new playlist today, and what the playlist had a funny name. Let me check. The playlist is called Nasty Bits. It's some nasty tunes apparently. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's not. It's a little different than our usual music, but you know, it's all right. I think. Anyway, as far as watching movies when playing the game, I I'm not sure what people mean. I don't know if people actually mean like literally watching a full length movie because I can't see myself ever doing that. But I do think that being able to properly watch like YouTube videos and stuff, I think you can definitely do that on some of the easier vocations. On MS, I think I probably struggle a little bit. I mean, you can still listen without looking, I suppose. I don't think I would ever watch an actual movie while playing Tibia, though. Gafia Wall. Ah, good times. God, I miss Gafia Wall. And Bazia Wall. Oh my god. Giga play style. When you gonna be back to the monk? When I'm done with every other vocation. I think it's best I don't give you a timeline. Have you ever played RuneScape? Not seriously. I've played it for like maybe an hour at some point. Back when I was in high school in the UK and some of my friends were playing it. But that was probably 17, 18 years ago. Which rank should I pick for my weekly and dailies? As 2, 3, 4 monk? By dailies, I assume you mean your bounties? Well, for your weeklies, you should go for beginners. For your bounties, you probably don't really want to do them for now. You want to hit like 250, and then you can go for master stuff. Like Book World and stuff. Yeah, I didn't get hooked on RuneScape. I feel like if I gave it a proper go, from what I've heard of it, I probably would enjoy it. But it's hard to get into a game like that that's been out for so long, and there's so many people that know so much about it, and just starting it. I don't mind starting in a new MMO, but I don't think I want to ever get like hooked into an existing MMO with an existing player base and knowledge base. If I'm going to play an MMO, I want to play an MMO that's is yet to be discovered. So again, Persist Online, new League of Legends MMO, this kind of stuff when it comes out, it's going to be interesting because it's going to be new and you'll be able to learn about it. But playing RuneScape now as a new player or playing Tibia now as a new player wouldn't be for me. Trying to find the last points of interest in Krachman. Yes, and Krachman's one of the worst ones, I think. Yes, they watched the World Cup final while doing Crumbling Caverns on my ED. I was hunting as well on my Sorcerer, but I was just kind of listening to the commentary because I couldn't exactly watch it. Didn't miss a whole lot. I watched the extra time, so I did catch the only goal. Hey, Tibia Vision. Hey, Benny. I was overwhelmed with content last year when I tried RuneScape. Yeah, I mean, imagine trying Tibia now. Like, imagine being a new player and trying Tibia. There is so much random shit in this game. Of course, you'd be overwhelmed. So many systems and mechanics. Like the party finder. Whoa! Imagine a party finder. Great. Let's find a party to play with. Love it. Would this be a good spot for 440 EK? Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be as good as some of your better spots. On a 440 EK, you can, you know, go Summer Court or maybe even Sphinxes and stuff, and Naga's probably better. But as an alternative profit spot, yeah, this would be pretty good for a 440 EK. Yep. Veterans bombard newbies with all the systems too early, you think, Tiger? Maybe. Maybe. It's just that people want to help with the most efficient mechanics and stuff, right? So they talk about the imbues and everything. If they think from their perspective of what they want. Yeah, I suppose so. But it would still take you a very long time to just play Tibia and really learn about the mechanics. It's all about Targuna now, Tiger. People don't go to Ancient Temple Rotworms. They stay in Targuna until they get KS'd or trapandoed, and then they quit. The early game for newbies has changed. I wonder if they're working on like the next update to Targuna. Like, so you've got your New Haven, you've got your Targuna, and maybe they'll have like a level 20 to level 50 zone added in like some update, in a few months. Wouldn't be surprised. Started Tibia 3 years ago with your channel and took me around 1 year to learn it. Yeah, awesome. I just sold 1,300 EK that I made from zero. Oh my god, bro's been playing the game for 3 years and is much higher level than I ever was. Nice. I guess you can teach me now. Targuna until level 40 plus. Targuna is pretty good. The results are pretty good. The only problem is there's, even on unpopulated servers like Kalanta, it's just not big enough. There's too many people. They would need to have like 3 times as many respawns on Targuna for it to be an actual good punting ground until like 40 or so. Because right now it's just crazy. Probably also partially because of the fact that those creatures are all in bestiary and bounties and weeklies and stuff, which doesn't help. But even outside of that, there's a lot of people there. Someone trapped someone on Targuna and killed them. Outrageous. Tibia needs an influx of new players. Scaring them off is a terrible, terrible thing. Hope he gets cancelled. He or she. Because I don't know who it was. Could have been a she. Mistrock Gigachad. Yeah, I don't think anybody's ever really going to Mistrock again. Now with Targuna, What was the first world you ever played in? I believe it was Sakura. Up another level, 287. And people check echoes now on Targuna as well. At least people checking for echoes, I imagine, are just like running through and not killing shit. So at least that maybe helps a bit. But yes, there's just so many mechanics in Targuna that are not newbie friendly, or rather, you know, encourage higher level characters to get in there and just destroy the respawn for the newbies. It's not great. Expect any changes tomorrow? No, I expect just some bug fixes. What is the percentage chance for a monk buff in the next 3 months? I don't know. I think pretty slim. I expect the monk not to be getting very many buffs. I think the monk will just keep getting bug fixes because they clearly can't figure it out properly. He'll be getting bug fixes while everybody else keeps getting nerfed, and probably they'll all reach the level of the monk, and then that will be that. You're gonna stream Persist Online today? No, not today. I'm not sure I'm gonna stream much Persist Online until like the launch, whenever it launches. I do think it's quite a chance for an early access launch sometime next year. I mean, Tibia's 30th anniversary is coming up. They may do some crossover event and maybe do Persist launch into early access, and maybe do some linking, right? You get level 20. Tipsoft would be stupid, by the way, if they didn't do this. They should definitely make something like, reach level 20 and persist. And when you do, you get a nice custom mount or skin or whatever in Tibia to encourage Tibia players to check it out. Anyways, whenever Persist Online comes out, I'll definitely stream it. And when the release date is announced, I'll probably also play a fair amount and stream it prior to the launch, practicing for launch, because I have permanent access to the early access build. But, just casually on a random Monday, I'm probably not going to ever be just randomly streaming Persist. Not until there's something to stream, It is more likely than Poland will win the next World Cup compared to monk buffs. I'd love an account-bound mount since I missed the first one. Yeah, I think totally Tipsoft should do something like that, because I always said this. This is my very, very common thing I say. I truly think Persist has great skeleton behind it and great progression. The only thing it doesn't have going for it is a hook. Like, it doesn't seem on the surface like a good game. Zombie survival MMO doesn't have a good ring to it. But, if they get the player base to check it out by, giving them a carrot of like an account-bound mount in Tibia or whatever, I'm sure that if people checked it out and played it, they'd actually like it. So they definitely need to do something like that. If they don't, then they're really stupid and bad at marketing. Which, they are, but hopefully they'll be a bit better for Persist. Can I train for 4 years and stall progression? You can. Tiger, you actually can. You've got this safe house where you can pay resources, this resource, and like infinitely skill your build. So you like your like improve like your skills. So yes, you can totally have a character which you get it to level 10, which is the level where you need to have to do PvP, and then you can just not get any more experience, but go crazy skilling for like months and months, and then you can go out as like a level 10 with like 80 skill in your rifles or whatever, and just like one-shot newbies. I feel like that would be right up your alley. Hi, bro. Have coned helmet T1, gnomish Koiros T2, dwarven legs, gnomish boots. Is it okay? I'm poor, bro. If you're poor, what you gonna do? That is the best poor set. So yeah, you're all right. I just saw a 240 ED pull in 4.1 KK raw and book chapter 4. Yeah. I mean, if a 240 MS can do very close to that at Grim Reapers. On 240, I was doing like 3.8, 3.9 at Grim Reapers, and that's a single monster respawn, which would be very efficient with a damn EXP prey, more efficient than chapter 4. So it's but still that is of course that is a very good result for a 240 druid. Crossover would probably depend on economy. I don't think there's going to be anything you get in Persist online, but you'd get something in Tibia. I mean, there's no harm giving everybody a free mount or something in Tibia. It doesn't matter. Just get people to actually check out the game, I would be against them giving out anything in Persist that would like impact the economy or something, but I don't think they would do that. They might give you some cosmetics in Persist as well. I don't really know how they're planning to monetize it yet. Monetization is not yet explained. I don't know if it's going to be a battle pass, if it's going to be a subscription or whatever. I imagine it's going to be a free-to-play model with cosmetics only and maybe some quality of life. I don't know if you play Path of Exile and think of like stash tabs in Path of Exile. I feel like that might be sort of a monetization model for Persist Online, maybe. Not sure. Surely this time it won't flop. I don't know about flop or not, but this time it will actually release and is definitely far and away the best game Tipsoft has worked on other than Tibia. So I do think this time it's different. And it's definitely way further ahead in marketing, development, etc., and community engagement. So I do think this time is, in fact, different than all the previous Tipsoft attempts. Tibia ME. Oh yeah, sorry. How could I forget our Lord and Savior Tibia ME? I'm sorry. Another fiction fighters. No. Trust me. Trust. This time is different. Trust. All right, we're almost done here. Oh my god, another 50 still. It takes so bloody long. Definitely get the level though once we complete this bounties. That's nice. Should be an echo soon in about 3 minutes. So in about 3 minutes, we can go on the hunt for a wild echo on Were Tigers -1 or -2. That is very tinfoil, Luquinho. Totally impossible. They could lose players to Persist Online and end up losing money from Tibia coins. Sorry, been a long night. Oh, I don't think they're worried about that. They would, Persist Online, ultimately, as a game, as a genre, has a much broader potential audience and appeal than Tibia. So I can tell you without a doubt that if they could convert Tibia players to persist players, even if they would lose the Tibia players, they'd be okay with it, because that would help keep that game alive and popular and spread word to other people, more people than would be willing to play Tibia. So it would be a win for them overall. If they could convert 20,000 Tibia players into 20,000 Persist Online players, I think they take it. No doubt. Just to keep their game alive and thriving and, you know, getting other people to come and check it out. Tibia is just the goose that lays golden eggs. Just don't kill the golden goose, but, you know, maybe I think Persist has definitely a higher potential player cap, you know? I mean, an MMORPG, a new good MMORPG with, like, guns and stuff that feels good to play has, like, you know, tens of millions of potential players. Like, if they, you know, if it was successful, easily, right? Tibia has what? 50,000, 100,000 players, give or take, maybe. So Persist probably has a ceiling of like 100 times that. Well, Tibia's gonna be better. Persist Online's gonna be better. Trust in Tipsoft. Metaverse. Which is better, Soul Bleeder or Crypt Spine? In one word, Soul Bleeder. I go for Soul Bleeder. Auto-click is self-playing. Well, we'll see. I mean, yeah, we'll see. A lot of the grind and persist online actually isn't linked to real-time activities, but it is like expansions of your safe house where you want to expand like your base and you kind of, oh, echo, and you sort of send off your guys to do a mission for like 20 hours and then come back and get the resources and rewards and stuff. So in that regard, that kind of works with like this sort of auto-clicker, self-play type niche, I guess. All right, let's see what we got here. White Were-Tiger, Warden. Let's go. No, 8 Were-Panthers. All right. King's March. Yeah, kind of like King's March. Kind of, yeah. Except it has like permanent upgrades. I guess King's March has like permanent upgrades as well. Yeah, it's kind of like that, yeah. I suppose. It's kind of more long-term, you know, because it's an MMO that's supposed to last years instead of a league that's supposed to be done after like a week or two, right? So it's all a lot slower and more methodological. Methodical? You know what I mean. Yeah, you need a new base of customers. Yep. That too. Nerf sorcerer or buff monk? That's the question. Sironku. Huh? Careful what you wish for. Maybe you'd rather have a buff. And also, Pasek, just to expand even on it, the safe house in Persist is like King's March, but think of King's March that could also craft your weapons for you, so that you can, you know, craft your weapons exactly how you want them. It's also covered in the Persist safe house. You're going to be crafting all your weapons within the safe house. What's the echolocation spawn time? So it should be around now. So let me. Well, we're just about to finish the bounty anyway. Let's finish the bounty, and then we're gonna do a quick run through -1 and -2 and check for the echo because it should have spawned now. And I think the one that spawned that we just did 2 minutes ago, I think that was an on-kill one and not a wild one. So I think the wild one should still be somewhere. Yeah, I'm waiting for monk buffs to sell my monk. Look at this T1 Echo, enjoy it. Oh, believe it. Believe it. Believe it, Bob. Total Poggies. I even have Lord of Elements, Lord of Destruction now as well. Got that T1 Lord of Destruction. And I even opened the flat HP gem today. We are gaming. I just realized I'm out of an XP boost as well. Do I pop this one now? I think it's... We don't have very long. No, we've got 12 Were Tigers, and then I'm probably going to finish. So let's forget it. Forget the boost for now. It's 20 minutes. It's bit... Oh, the time on the Echo... the Wild Echoes spawn between 20 to 30 minutes. So if it's been 30 minutes since the last one, and you know it should be in that zone, then you can safely check. How many hours do you estimate to complete the bestiary of this hunt? Well, the thing is that the density of this place changes on full moon, or like the monster distribution changes, right? So right now it looks like I'm doing about 150 white Were Tigers per hour. So it would take like 16 hours or so. But I'm pretty sure it's more like 200 per hour. Thank you. Thank you for the prime sub, TLN. Thank you. But I'm pretty sure it's like 200 per hour if you come on like full moon. So that would be like 12.5 hours or so. So you're better off coming on full moon because the creature that's the bottleneck at this respawn spawns more frequently. But it's quite busy usually on full moon. So you may have to fight for the respawn. Let me just check that there's no echo here, by the way. Yeah, because the guy ran through. I do think that the echo should have spawned by now. It's possible that he triggered it on the higher floor as well. So we may not be able to pick up the echo, but yeah, let's check. Let's check every room now. This should be our last lap, I think. So let me check up here, because this is where it was last time. Could be there again. Yeah, bounty done. Here we go. Is it the creature kill that decides the echo or the corpse under it? Yes. Well, yes. So if a Were Tiger spawns it, then it's going to be a Were Tiger echo. Yeah. The wild ones, I don't know exactly how they work. It does still choose a creature, though, of course. Okay, not in here. Let me go to the next room, and that will be it. And then I'll check -1. It's possible that someone ran through and triggered it on -1, though, so we might not always get it. This is the last room I need to check on -2. Is Executioner's Throw any good for EKs? Yeah. It's really good. It's very, very strong. If you learn to use it, it's extremely powerful. You use it as a finisher in a box, and it's very, very good. Let's check here. Not in here. Okay, so it's gonna be on -1 if it's available. So let's check -1. Oh, let's complete the bounty. This should give us like almost a whole level. Let's check. Yeah, about 70%. See if we get anything good. Mitmasia. I'm just about to unlock Occupied Sanctuary, but it's only bronze, not that much EXP. I think we roll. Let's roll in depot when I get out, so I don't waste any more stamina than I have to. Let's check for that echo on -1. What's the name of this place? This is Were Tigers and Oskayat. Oh, look, there's a lot of blood, right? It's quite probable that somebody has found the echo. Didn't check this room, did I? No. Oh? Here it is. Here it is. Someone triggered it. Well, doesn't matter. No. Oh, is someone calling for people? Okay. All right. So that's happening. Someone triggered it and called his friends. Okay, except I'm going to die here, so I'd quite like to kill this shit. Now, I'm sure I'll get the contribution now, right? It should be active for at least 5 minutes. I'm sure I'll get it. Yes, everyone's going to go and tag it. Well, there we go. I get hopefully I get a little bit of charm points. Although, do I not have it already? No, I don't have it. Okay, so that'll be good. Contribution stays for more than 5 minutes. Oh, okay, so it's going to be definitely fine. All right. Should I go for low blow and savage blow for first charm on EK 115 sword fighting? Yes. Do you think Soul Bleeder might be cheap after the patch? No. Because it's going to be used in the crafting of the Moon Silver weapon, so it's not going to be cheaper. Did they end up changing EK Challenge to be a bigger box like they were testing? No, they were only looking at the ranged Exeter. They weren't looking at the regular Exeter. The regular Exeter was never changing. Not much XP, but very fast to get bounty points. Yep. I'm not bothered about bounty points, though, very much on this character. Which one would you recommend, Executioner Throw or Combat Mastery? They're both very good. I would probably go with Combat Mastery T1 first on level 300, but then I would take the Executioner Throw afterwards. Can you tag it, or you need to have most XP? Yeah, you can tag it. You can tag it. How many of them are coming? Yeah, people are grinding this stuff, yeah. There's going to be probably like 20 people tagging it, but yeah. So there's that wild echo that I was looking for. All right. Few more points we got. Which point should I go for now? Next thing, I guess I want to go for this gem slot here, right? Now that I've got T1 Lord of Destruction. Yeah, probably this gem slot here for next 50 points. Okay. Roll off this. I'm not going to be going back for a little while. Bluebeak. And Mitmasia. Thing is, though, Occupied Sanctuary, I can only really hunt once I've got the... once I've killed the boss, right? And I've got the shortcut. But that's going to be hard on a low level. We'll see. One more question about charms. Should I go for tier 2? Yes. Get tier 2 first. Don't bother with, like... No. Go for tier 2 first. Indeed. All right. What time is it? 16:11. So, yeah, let's do the rolling for the bounties. I'm actually focusing on the experience here. Do I have a preferred list? I don't have a preferred list. Who do I want to put on my preferred list? No, there we go. Echo Warden kill. Plus 15 charm points. Very nice. What do I want to put on my preferred list? Maybe Winter Court stuff. I feel like I'll be hunting there a lot. I'll be hunting there a lot. Yeah, let's put the Vanguard on, I think. I'm mostly doing the bounties for experience. So I want like silver and gold for experience because they give a lot of experience at this level. So, well, let's roll. I guess we go for the silver were tiger. 1.7 million. You know what? This is my third were tiger bounty in a row. I did a gold were tiger, then I did another gold were tiger just now, and now it's a silver were tiger, and it's not even on my fucking preferred list. What the hell? This Arachno's not too bad, but maybe I'm just a little too low level for it now. So we'll take this one. What do I upgrade? Get a bit of life leech. Get the damage. Another damage. There we go. 5% damage. Getting stronger. With Mitmars, see a beam mastery 2 due to hallways. Yes, I think for Mitmars, I would be using. Let me set up the wheels right now. Actually, streamer client. I know. So this is for death and fire rotation. I just go for this tier 1 Lord of Destruction with tier 1 Echo. For energy wave build, this is my energy wave build, which I guess would be this, and then after that I'd be going for this wheel here. This is a tier 1 energy wave. Oh, in fact, wouldn't it be better to go for this and get gift and get 25 points here? Yes, it would indeed. This would be better. There we go, get tier 1 gift of life. So this is my energy wave wheel. Top left, HP, place that one in. This is the one I'm going to use at Ixupan last stand. So this is the open area with the spikes. I would use the enlarged energy wave, maybe with Death Echo and maybe with some fire waves, not sure, maybe with just some thunderstorm runes. But then also for example, for Ixupan Occupied Sanctuary for the Mitmasias, I will want to have this tier 1 beam mastery, and then I guess tier 1 beam mastery, tier 1 Death Echo, and this would be like a standard energy rotation, right? And I need to stick some gem in the top left, top right. What do we have here? Flat mana gem, I guess. 2% energy resistance. Mitigation. I think I will be mostly using this in energy respawns. I'm wondering if this energy resistance isn't better. Let me place that for now. So there you go. This would be indeed the one I'd be using at Ixupan Occupied Sanctuary. Is there a way to track which wardens you've killed in game? Well, you can check which ones you've killed because there's a little marker. So for example, here on my Cunning Panther that I've just had done now, I have this little marker here on the top right, as you can see, right? Oh, I've got it on my Hyena Shaman as well. Cunning Were Panther there. That's how you can tell, but you can't exactly filter by it in any way. What level should I opt for master tasks on my monk? I think from level 250, you want to go for master tasks. Can 300 also hunt were crocodiles? I have it on my list. For level 300 plus. I don't know exactly how good it's gonna be, how dangerous, how not dangerous. I haven't yet tested it. I assume it's going to be. Let me log off because I'm getting some experience, which means I'm burning stamina for no reason. I still have 1 hour. So let me just log off onto another character so I'm not giving up stamina for no reason. Oh, 13 days premium left. Buy some gems. I don't need to buy any more gems. I opened a HP one this morning. 1 is enough. I'm not gonna. This is a character I'm gonna sell in like a month, so I don't really want to spend too much money on it. So yeah, 300 sorcerer I think can hunt were crocodiles. I don't think it's going to be amazing though. I think were tigers is much better than were crocodiles for what it's worth. So yeah, I wouldn't waste too much time there. It's unfair the number you do as MS now as RP I am doing 25% less at the similar level. Are you sure it's not just a Kuznia debuff? Are you sure if you were playing Sorcerer, do you think you'd be getting the same numbers, Cheekied? Just saying. Maybe it's not the Sorcerer, you know? Kuznia AFK, my beloved. Yep. This is a great character. Great character. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to go. Gonna have to go pick my kids up. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. This week, there's some family coming, so I won't have as much time. I'm planning 2 more streams this week, most likely on Wednesday and Friday. Maybe an evening one on the weekend. I'm not so sure. Yeah, pretty busy this week. I'll focus on my videos for YouTube as well as some features for Tibia Pal. The proficiency one, almost finished, still in progress, especially for the EK stuff. But if you have questions about the proficiency refinement, do check it out. It'll be added to the navigation bar probably tomorrow. And I also updated the equipment section of Tibia Pal for the new equipment from the update. So yeah, it's basically Tibia Pal should be updated for the update stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll send you over to Fiery Soul on Twitch, and I'll see you all next time. So yeah, have a good week. I'll probably see you all on Wednesday. Bye. I love how people treat your EXP per hour as a benchmark. Yeah. It's not necessarily the vocation, right? Could be something else. Could be the player. All right. Thanks for watching. See you later, everybody. Bye.